y'all doing today? Blessed I hope and saying I was pray. Well, I have a little something different today, but I know if I'm speaking on it, I know if it's something that I do care about, but I really don't feel like I have the words to say to this. So if something was placed in my spirit, I know it's got to be from the Lord. So like I was saying, just a little something different today. And just a couple of things I just want to touch on today real quick. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get to it. So due to freedom of speech, I have a right to speak. And I also, as a mother and a citizen, and also someone who lost an individual due to gun violence. And today is just a little advice that God placed on my heart. You know, a little wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that God had placed inside of me to enlighten and pour out into the world. And as a woman and a servant of God, He has placed this on my heart, you know. Just a little advice, free of charge, you know. School shootings and gun violence. School shooting and gun violence. First, before I get into I don't even know if I want to call this a message. Just some wisdom and knowledge. I'm gonna just say that, and a little advice. I'm gonna say that. Before I get into that, I want to first say it's more than what we can see in the natural. I want to say that first. It's more than what we can see in the natural. First of all, I just want to say after that. Second of all, I just want to say a few ways that the government can help die down some of this violence and innocent children and people being harmed and killed, like with everything that's been going on with the world, with the school shootings and the massacres and things like that. I just want to say, the first thing I want to say is this is just something God placed on my heart. And the second thing I want to say after that is maybe this can reach someone. And also I just want to say, or someone in the government, or maybe it can reach someone with a bigger influence than I have at this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? In the earth realm. I want to say that as well too. So back to the school shootings and the gun violence, and trying to put an end to some of this chaos and destruction and hurt and pain that people go through. And as a mother, like I said, and a citizen, and also someone who lost an individual due to gun violence, right? I felt I had the right to speak on this, and this is what I'm going to speak on today with the Lord's help. I'm just going to say a couple of things that I think can benefit and help in society with all this sad situations and people being killed and children and family lost and things like that, and sorrow and pain. I feel like God had placed something on the inside of me to say, and I'm going to say it today, which He gave me this and just start dropping this stuff into my spirit a week or so ago. One early morning between the afternoon, it could have been like between the hours of 10 to 12, so I don't remember, but yeah, all this stuff had just started dropping in my spirit. So, I have a couple of notes, and today, this is what God had dropped in my spirit. First, I want to say, to prevent some of these things, and people being able to buy and purchase guns and ammo and stuff, ammunition and stuff like that. First, it needs to be a type of background check of mental health and a background check. I'm gonna say all the way back to daycare, and some of you may be thinking I'm going overboard with that, but I'm gonna say all the way back to daycare. And if you can't go back that far, you should do a background check all the way back to grade school, and starting at elementary, and you can see if it was any history of violence or hostility or anger issues, or was there any type of bullying going on or troublemaking, you know what I'm saying, throughout an individual's life. You in the government can instill laws in the world that you can do a background check all the way back to elementary school. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can go back way to daycare, just see was there any trouble, history, or anger, or hostility, bullying situations, or different type of violence you can check into history to see were they sent to like the principal office, and how many times were they sent to the principal office, and things like that. And before I get into the rest of what I have to say, don't get me wrong, I do believe that people should have the right to bear arms if that's their choice, but I also think as well that people should be a certain age, that is responsible, and I also believe you have to be proven, and that you are responsible, because there's certain laws that at a certain age people can't drive or drink or smoke right now to a certain age that they feel like they're responsible, which I ain't for the drinking and the smoking and things like that, all for the driving, but I just think you should have to be a certain age, hopefully, before anything. And also, I just want to say is certain procedures that can be taken as well, that can be done in the schools, like certain procedures like they have in the courthouse, and how they protect the people that's coming in and out of courthouses, and mainly the judges and things like that. There's certain precautions that people can take to handle things in the school buildings and different types of buildings, to prevent mass shootings and things like that as well. Talk about the courts and things like that. Y'all, if you ever been to court, I've been to court before, not for anything really bad, so please don't hold that against me, not for nothing like crazy off the wall, but I have been to court, and some of you may have been to court before too as well. Maybe just a little simple ticket or something like that, traffic ticket or something like that, but you know how to you go through the metal detectors and things like that, and if you have any like metal or anything on you, it'll beep, and how you put your change in whatever you have. They tell you put all your items in the tray, and then it goes through the conveyor belt little side, and that go through, and then they'll tell you to come on through the metal detector to make sure you're not armed, or you can't even have phones when you come into courts and things like that. And then if you do, after you come through, they also go back over you with the hand detector and scan you up and down and make sure you're clear and good to go to come on in, so they can protect the people in the court system and the judges and the lawyers and the people that's there and things like that, right? And if you do beat, they'll send you back through and tell you to walk back through until you clear, right? Y'all know how to go. So I just feel like it should be like metal detectors at each and every door of every school door entrance, that people, the children, the teachers are coming through, whoever coming through at every entrance. And I just think that it should be also cameras all around the school. And I also believe that it should be not security guards, but it could be security guards as well. But I believe also it should have been as well, since all this stuff started happening years ago. It should have been something done about it then. And I also believe it should be real police officers, armed police officers at the entrance as well, who's doing these walkthroughs and things like that. It's the way it can get done if the court system moves like that, and all those people coming in and out of the courts and things like that each and every day. And they have prisoners, holding prisoners and stuff like that, dangerous criminals and stuff like that. It could be done. It could be done. It's a way around certain things that people can put their mind together. People, the government, and different type of people can in the system can put their mind together and come up with some new ways and laws that this stuff can die down some, maybe even end, you know what I'm saying? And I just think it can be done. And if people get together and think it all the way through, it's certain things that can help. And I also know some parents might be feeling like, you know, but what I'm saying right now with the metal detectors and police officers at every door, in and out, every time somebody in and out, they come through the detectors and be scanned as well, you know, going back through. And I know a parent's probably like, I don't want my children to feel like they're in a prison, you know what I'm saying? But for real, at this point in time, your children are fearing for their life every day. You know, I'd rather my child, me as a mother, don't want it to feel like a prison than to feel like have the thought of let me say, I'd rather my child to be like, there's so much protection like a prison or a jail, or, you know what I'm saying, or a courthouse. I'd rather my child to have that thought than to have the thought of and the fear of anybody could come in here and shoot up the school, or my life is in jeopardy every day. So I think that's better than feeling like someone, and I think your child will feel better than feeling like someone is going to kill them that day, whether they're going to live or die that day, right? And I also believe that more can be done, and y'all might say this might take a lot of money, and this may be true, but there's a lot of money that can help be put towards these things to help solve some of these things, you know what I'm saying? With the violence and things going on. And if they could figure out a way to, you know, when they have enough money to send people, that they trying to send people to the moon, or, you know, they be building different type of business and things to make money, they can come up with a solution and finances to finance protection for these schools, mainly the children, and also other type of business and buildings. They can find a way to kind of control gun violence with having background checks, mental health checks, and just, you know, seeing the history of a person, how they interacted and reacted in society with others, and things like that. And it's a way that all these things can be done. You know, it's just so much money out here that we don't know about exactly, but it's some money out here that can be put into a lot of these things that is in the government. You know what I'm saying? And if they can just, you know, come up with money for this stuff like going to the moon, as I was saying, but then you have situations where they can't solve world hunger or homelessness, or cure for cancer, or even try to prevent or stop gun violence. I just feel like there's money out here if they can build different type of business and buildings and just other things that pull in money. They can put out some money to, you know, benefit society and families and, you know, humanity. And again, I'm just saying, it's just a couple of things that God placed in my spirit, and I just want to put it out there. He just instructed me to title it Dear Government, and hopefully it'll reach someone or somebody that may be a better speaker or with a bigger platform can spread the word and enlighten and just to help in society, you know, hopefully. And also I just want to say, you guys might be saying, how is this gonna help stop gun violence, you know? And if we do stop gun violence, if this does help to stop gun violence, people are going to choose another weapon of choice. Like I heard somebody say, I think I heard somebody say that a couple of days ago on the news. I think it was on the news. Somebody was a speaker, and I think this person was saying knives have killed more people, if I'm correct, than guns. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say also, some people may be thinking, well, if we do all these things and prevent people from buying legal guns and things like that, and I'm going to say a lot of now too, I just want to point this out, some people might say they can go get illegal guns, and this is true. I'm going to tell you right here and now that the most massacres and things that happen, school shootings and things like that happen, it was actually people that had purchased these weapons and they were legal guns. And I know it be illegal guns and gun violence and things like that as well in society, but I have no idea how we can stop that at this point in time. But I'm just giving what God put in my spirit. But I'm pretty sure it's a way that it can be limited as well, illegal guns and gun trafficking, things like that, you know. But most massacres I've seen, a lot of times that was legal guns that was purchased. And knives, back to knives, I'm pretty sure it won't be a knife massacre in this time, you know, right now. I'm pretty sure it won't, and if it does, I'll pray that it doesn't. And also I just want to speak on these last couple of things real quick. With that being said, also I want to speak on defunding the police and racism and police brutality as well. I just want to speak on that because I have a couple of suggestions as well for that, for whoever might see this, and hopefully it reach someone of importance, and someone of importance, and that somebody will listen to and can reach out and share some of these things and take it in. Someone influence, thank you Lord, someone influence that can take these things that I have said on this video and think them through and think about them, a couple of them. Now back to defunding the police. I don't believe that we should defund the police. Why I say this is because if we defund the police, there's so many things coming with defunding the police. It's just not getting rid of the police force and the protection. You know what I'm saying? It's so much crime and stuff that will follow that by defunding the police. And I just feel like with the racism and police brutality and some cops that are not good, but then we have a lot that are good, and I believe we have more that are good and that are here to serve to protect, and then there are police officers that are here to harm and to kill. I believe we have more that's here to serve to protect, right? But I just want to say right here with that, it can be placed on each and every last individual. Every officer should have a body camera that is turned on at all times. No and also inside the police cars and outside of the police cars, whether it's a traffic stop or whatever you have to do, you know what I'm saying? And also, like I said, on their body cameras at all times. And it should be turned on at all times. No excuses. And also it could be like 2 police officers in each and every vehicle at all times, you know, all different colors and races, shapes, forms, and sizes. You know what I'm saying? Together, you know. And like I said, it could be they should have body cameras that's on at all times, and cameras on the outside of the car as well as on the inside of the car, and no excuses that they're turned off at any point in time. So every step can be recorded, every action can be recorded. And they can also do the schools like the court system. You don't never hear nothing happening, a massacre in the courthouses, or a judge being shot, or a prisoner, or a defendant or something like that, or being harmed. So they could take like the procedures that they have in the courtroom. And bear with me, you guys, this is just something different that God placed in my spirit. I'm not used to this, but my first time that God had me speaking out on something like this, and that placed in my heart, and that is what I'm doing today. And this is some wisdom and knowledge, like I said, from heaven. I just believe it's some great advice, and hopefully it'll get to somebody that has a greater influence than I have in this world. Okay. Okay. Last thing I just want to say, I just pray and hope that this reaches someone. I will continue to pray that it reaches someone. You know, even if they don't take all I have, because nobody have all the answers, but this is what God placed in my spirit as a servant of the Lord. I'm just trying to do this, and I'm not the greatest speaker, but I have spoke what God has placed in my spirit to speak today. And I will be praying and fasting for these things that God has put in my spirit, that they shall come to pass. And this is the end of what I had to say. And I hope it helps somebody and enlightens someone, you know. And as most people would say, in God we trust. And God bless America. But I'm going to end this off with this. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. And may God bless not only America, but may God bless the whole world. And with that being said, look to Jesus and be saved. Y'all have a blessing. Goodbye.